All right, so if you have your attention, Coach Major, we got Coach Uber, Barbosa, Coach White, Becker, Ms. Harris is always willing to help us with whatever we need, and no German. Okay. I think when we look back at the season, I think it was an excellent season. We had a lot of kids, not just because they went through the regionals and states, but there's a lot of kids the entire season and all the meets that did a fantastic job, I think. I don't care where they finished, everybody finished hard, ran through the finish line. I don't think I ever had to get out there and holler at somebody to finish, you know, because they were going to walk through the finish line or what have you. Okay, so a great effort, a great group. They get along very well together. Probably, I mean, I've been doing this 20 years, and this group here probably gets along better than any group we've had. That being said, a lot of that probably goes to give you a varsity athletic award. Okay, principal assigned it. Majority of you guys probably have a minds in motion, which means you had a 2.3, not a 2.3, a 3.25 grade point average. That's Victoria Vogt. You can see she's pretty quick. But anyway, a lot of you guys had this 3.25 minds in motion, which the state of Maryland gives out to all athletes that maintain a GPA like that. So that's a big deal. So let's go. Let's start here with Ms. Maya Barnes. Maya did an excellent job for us. Okay, all right, so go. So Jordan Bunny, Jordan's next. She got 4 years. A lot of these seniors are already ready to go to college. Alicia has got Minds in Motion. She's got this award. Minds in Motion here. Anna Davis. Morgana. Okay, next. Aaliyah Diallo. Good job, Aaliyah. Aaliyah, brand new to us. Shot put in discus, made a tremendous improvement. Very, very proud of Aaliyah. All right, here's a young lady, freshman, brand new to us. Kaylee. Swam over here. Kaylee's somebody who would come to practice every day, leave at 4 o'clock to go to swim practice for 2 or 3 hours. So, tremendous athlete. All right, next, with the Minds in Motion, that's Noelia Gonzalez. And then we got Riley Haller. These girls, a lot of these girls come up here as juniors. Okay, Sophia Hitchcock. Sophia. There you go, lady. Alina Jabara. Followed closely by her graduating sister, Ava. Good job, Ava. Another one, our good little freshman here, Madison McCurry. It's actually gone to nationals, North Carolina this weekend, 2 mile freshman. Gabby All right, here's a 4-year, a Minds in Motion, and somebody is unfortunately leaving us, so she has to be a senior. Kristen Prince. Is Rihanna here? All right, another senior with a 4-year and a Minds in Motion, that's Shayla Singletary. 4 years. Shayla. Minds in Motion here, another senior, Hannah Smith. Very good year, Hannah. And Minds in Motion here, going to be a senior this year, Haley Spignall. Oh, you're only going to be a junior, correct? Thanks for bringing that up. So we fortunately have her for senior address. Another Minds in Motion here is Tessa Thomas. 4-year, a Minds in Motion, and a crowd favorite, Victoria Bowe. Madison Harris, where you at, Madison? Come on.
Madison did an excellent job for us as one of the girls' sprinters. We have another young lady, Precious Hall.
Precious, come on out.
She is new to track and she did excellent, good effort. She's going to be one of my future 400-meter runners.
All right, so boys. Thomas here?
Yes, come on.
All right, so the Minds in Motion. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Next is Cameron Barbosa. Cameron. How about Daquan, you in the house tomorrow? All right, with the Minds in Motion, David Bunting. Oh my God. Mari Griffin, hold on, you got a Minds in Motion. All right, one of our incoming seniors in, Jack Hartson. Expect Jack to be one of the members of our cross-country state championship team this year. Here's a guy first on the scene. I don't know if he even knew what a shot put or discus was.
He did it.
Yeah. Before Coach Uber got a hold of him. So with a good effort and good coaching, Xavier Hawkins. Xavier was third in the state in the shot and third in the state in the discus. Cortez Johnson, best freshman. Boy, who holds the 800 record in the school now, Abe Lundberg. Another record holder here in the high jump, Aaron Freeman. 4 years and mine's in motion. All right, that's senior time in Zurich. Mine's in motion here. David Rotenhaver. Mine's in motion, and the school record holder in the 400 now is Tony Stuhar. Mine's in motion here, Bryce Webster. Here, Carlos Williamson. All right, rounding us out with Minds of Motion, London Wood. And lastly, but not least, Leo Tucker.
The MASH Award. These are our young athletes that went through a little adversity during the season, battling through injuries, maybe missing a few weeks here or there. Yeah, go ahead. But they came back for us, and they never quit. We really appreciate that, so they need to be recognized. We have Aiden Lundberg. Cameron Barbosa. Jordan Bunting. And Alicia Kelson. Okay. So our next award is the Stepping It Up Award, and for key performances. These are for athletes that sometimes we're at a meet, somebody can't go. We say, hey, we need somebody to run this. They'll step up right away. And when they did it, it was also a good job. Great performance, and we appreciate that.
What kind of people you need on your team in every school.
Right. So we have Bryce Webster. Stepped up, ran the 800 and the 4x8. He ran the mile relay, whatever we needed him to do.
When you're Mike's a little nervous about that 2-mile relay at first, but you did a fine job. Help that state, help that team up out of state meet. Something that I don't think he thought that he would help them do at the beginning of the season. So that was a good step, a good way to step up there.
The next young man is Kamari Griffin. Stepped up in the regionals. He had no idea that we needed him to run the 4x2. And he did it. We appreciate that. For our young ladies, Haley Spickner. And Ava Jabbar. And those young ladies were a part of our 4x8.
4x8.
Did an excellent job for us. Our next award is the Put Me In Coach, I Can Do It award. Athletes who just wanted to be a part of the team and try to do something to help us out. We'll start with our girls, especially this young lady, Victoria Bowe. She ran the 100, the hurdles, the 4x2, 4x1, whatever.
That's 4x8 at the end of the year, which take too much talking, but in this one, there's a little bit of talking.
Alina Jabbar, your dad.
Alina got in numerous events here at the end of the year, was always asking and requesting to get into the meets. So, an athlete like that, you always try to find a spot. Always came in and ran whatever we need to do.
All right, for the boys, Put Me In Coach, Cameron Barbosa.
Cameron struggled a little bit of injury this year. He did a 4x2 for us when we needed it in the season. He comes back with an injury. I had him a 4x4, and I know before he got hurt, he was even willing to do, as scary as it is, that 4x8. I know they're ready for it.
And London Wood.
London here, he was going to the postseason, and we needed a third 2-miler. And so I go to London, I'm like, London, I think this is going to be good for you, it's going to be good for the team. He said, you know what, Coach, yes, we'll be in it. I think he's glad how it worked out. He has to qualify for state.
Our next award is the Overachiever Award. These athletes really pushed themselves to the limit, and they achieved past our expectations. Haley Spickner. And Victoria Bowe. For our gents, it's Aiden Lundberg. And London Wood.
These 4 individuals, I just want to say something about each one of them. Okay, Victoria, just awesome job. The improvement in the hurdles over the years has been amazing. From the very end, it was great. I think the times have been awesome. Daily performance 800 at the very end that was just amazing. Aiden got the school record 800. I totally believe that Aiden could do this. I just didn't think it was going to happen until next year. We proved him wrong on that one. We brought it down this year, even after he had a injury, which was amazing. And of course, London, in that 2-mile, going in there over the course of a couple championship meets, making his time down about 30 seconds in one race, the Baltimore State meet. All those accomplishments before he was amazing. Quite a good achievement. Good job.
Thank you. We got some more awards. This is the Most Guts Award. For our girls is Rena Hidu. She's not here right now. Nina used to be out at practice doing the hurdles. Trip over the hurdle, fall flat on her face, scars on her chin, blood. everywhere, and she wouldn't stop. She just keep doing it, keep going until she got it right. The next most guts for the ladies is Maya Barnes. Very consistent and just all around tough. For our boys, it's Cole Thomas and Cameron Barbosa.
Cameron, some of the workouts, with his injuries, a lot of pain, but he always fought through. You could tell he was hurting, but I definitely saw a lot of customers.
Okay, so for our most competitive athletes, we'll start off with the boys this time. We have David Roden and Antonio Struhar. So both of these guys are competitors. With Tony, I can speak to that. Every time Tony runs, and he likes to lay around to the last 50 or 60 yards, and he turns it on. I always knew when he was racing that he was a fighter because he's a competitor. He's not going to let the other guy win. His state championship performance, where he took second in the 400 meters, he came back from like fifth, and that was very impressive. So we appreciate both of those guys.
This was a tough one because there were a lot of competitors. People on this team, a lot of good. David, like I said, watching you turn on, if you have any sprint race, it's amazing. David, you're always hungry to be better. You can tell that whatever you just did, it isn't good enough for you. But that's another thing that makes you good. It's the quality of an athlete.
Okay, for our most competitive ladies, Miss Kristen Prince. Super tough.
She's most competitive herself.
Yeah. And Victoria Vogt.
You might have seen Victoria finish her race.
Yeah.
The ultimate, struggle and effort in that cute little face of her.
So for our team motivators, for the ladies, we have Shayla Singleton. And Maya Barnes.
Maya's another sprinter, like Tony, that really finishes hard, strong, and you always delight coaches when you watch him.
Team motivators for our men, Jack Hartsick. And David Roden. Our most positive attitude for our ladies is Riley Haller. And Kristen Prince. Our most positive attitude for our men is Cortez Johnson. And Eli, I'm sorry. So our next award is the Comeback Award. It goes to the athletes who suffered some major setbacks and were able to come back and have a productive season. Our Comeback Award for our ladies is Kristen Prince.
And better every meet.
And for our men, it's Aiden Lundberg. Came back after injury, break the school record in 800. our men, it is Kamari Griffin. And for our ladies, it's Aaliyah Alba Boozer. Our most athletic overall. And these two, when I think of them, I think they are just super athletic. A guy comes out in his first year and breaks the school record in a high jump. That's pretty impressive. Aaron McCready.
These individuals are very versatile too. Like I think the first second time in that 110 hurdles, he's under 17 seconds. We're going for 400. Very versatile. These athletes are very versatile.
Cross country.
And for our young lady that's most athletic, I've seen her do pull-ups and flips and handstands all over the place. She is amazing. Alicia Calvert. Okay, our most selfless athlete, Ty Asor. All right, and Noelia Gonzalez. Most selfless athlete. Okay, our sportsmanship award.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sportsmanship award goes to Carlos Williams. And for our lady, sportsmanship award goes to Tessa Thomas.
That's a good run a lot part of the season, but she's always there, always wanted to go, cheer the kids on. Great team.
Okay, our next award goes to the freshman of the year, and we're hoping that we have these two athletes for the next 3 years after that. They did a great job for us, and we are extremely proud and hopeful. Freshman of the year for the boys is Kamari Griffin. Freshman of the year for the ladies is Madison Kirk. So that was freshman of the year. This is rookie of the year, and it goes out to people who this is their first year participating. So this young man again comes out and breaks the school record his first few months out there. Aaron McCready. Rookie of the year for the ladies is Kaylee Vogt. Now I'm going to turn it over to our outstanding jump coach, Sam.
I was fortunate enough to coach the jumpers this year. We had a great group of kids. I was excited to get back to track and get back to actually getting outside and practicing. And just seeing the kids improve each and every week, it was great to see. Our most improved jumper from last year to this year, he's not here today, but I'm expecting big things from him next year. Is Adam Labori for the boys. And then even though she didn't do a whole lot of jumping last year, you know, if you guys ever seen triple jump, it's kind of a hard thing to pick up, and usually you see like tall people doing triple jump, and then you see this little girl triple jump, and you're like, there's no way she can do this, but it's just incredible to watch her improve every meet. There was a couple meets where she was so excited, and it made me excited to see how happy she got, and that was Victoria Vogt. For this current season, you know, a couple years ago we had COVID hit, and we were out at practice, and I was just looking at some of the potential jumpers, and I was excited, and then all of a sudden, you know, COVID happened, and we lost a bunch of kids that were probably going to be something 2 years ago, and then fortunately this kid came back out, and just each and every meet he just impressed me with his ability, picking up triple jump and picking up high jump and long jump, and trying to get him in anything I could. Most improved jumper for the boys was Aaron McCready.
What's the record for the high jump?
6'3".
6'3".
For the girls for the current season, this young lady, the things she does, she can stand still and do a flip in the air, which is incredible. And to pick up triple jumping as a first-year athlete is pretty impressive. I'm expecting big things from her in the future. Hopefully the school record can be broken in a couple years by her, Alicia Council.
Those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Huber. This is my first year coaching the throwers here at Calvert High School. Very excited to be a part of this program. And I had the honor of coaching our very small throwers group. The smallest throwers group I've ever coached. I've coached in schools in Pennsylvania and California before moving here to Southern Maryland. But it was also a great group that I can honestly say was probably one of my funnest years as a coach. And I'm excited to give out these awards for the most improved throwers. I want to start with those who improved from their prior year of competition. And these two throwers, they also did double duty. They were multi-sport athletes. And Gabby Mejia is our most improved girls thrower. She's also a recent qualifier of the tennis team, so she was definitely splitting time all year long. Great job. And then our gentleman thrower, most improved from prior season, is Cortez Johnson. Also a member of our baseball team, and was always giving me a signal, coach, I can throw now. I got to get my kids to gymnastics. Here's a shot, but go throw. So it was a great. He was always there putting in more work after practice. And I also want to recognize the throwers who improved the most throughout the season. And our girls thrower is Aaliyah Dialba. She had never thrown before, and she was 4 inches away from qualifying for states in the discus as a freshman. And then our most improved this season goes to Xavier Hawkins. I had to beg and plead Xavier for about 2 months straight to get him out of the track team, and I'm glad he did. And do you remember what your first throw was in discus? First meet? 75 feet. Wow. What was your last throw? Do you remember? 133.
Oh, man.
I've been coaching for over 15 years. I've never seen someone improve 77% in a single season. It was amazing. Great job, Xavier. Give us improved sprinters.
A lot of the kids call me Doc. I'm one of the sprint coaches here at the high school. I actually work out of student services for the school district. I am a track, I'm a sports junkie. I love hanging out with kids, okay? And a lot of kids have the mindset that track, they don't quite get it. It's a lot of hard work. It's tough. You're going to be tired. We're going to push. And some of the sprinters, sometimes they probably hate me because I push. I want them to do the very best they can, okay? This year, this is my third year coaching here for the sprint team, okay? I enjoy it. I love hanging out with the kids. I coach football here. For our sprinters this year, our most improved from, well, let's start here. Most improved from last year to this year for the young ladies from Victoria Government. Okay, and for our young men, this guy right here, him and I had a talk about mid-season. We had a home meet, and we talked about, he was running the 200. We kind of talked about just his turnovers, some other things in front of it. I'm not going to say it was that conversation, but he worked his tail off the rest of the season. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out front. Next year, he'll be the 200 and 400 state champion, Tony Struble.
So I just saw a young man just walk in, walked right into the Minds in Motion Award. Okay. Cole Thomas.
And here's another award you got winning it. Okay. Most guts, Cole Thomas.
All right, this year, current season, okay, most improved. I'm going to go with our females first, Miss Council. I'm actually trying to get her to link up with my daughter to work on triple jump. I'm expecting her to be one of the top jumpers her senior year in the county. Bryce, come on up. He's pretty laid back, but I push him. He does a good job, and we're going to get him to work harder and harder next year.
You worked hard today, didn't you, Bryce?
Too hard, I'd say. Yeah, right. Look, he's our transition athlete. We're sprinting the distance. We're trying to throw him in that 800 meter, which some can argue is a long sprint. All right. So for the most improved distance runners, we're going to go with from last season, from last track season, is Ty Mazora. So Ty this season has become a huge part of two relays. 2-mile relay, helping him get to the state meet, and he's still into the mile relay for us at times. He's really shown some speed he's never had before. Just a great competitor, awesome improvement for him. Our most improved male over the course of this season is London Wood. I think London sealed the deal with this award when, in SMAC championships, he shaved 30 seconds off his best 2-mile time, and then at the state meet, managed to shave another, 5 seconds off again. So, I basically told him that day, he single-handedly made the cross-country team a little bit better by doing that, so good improvement. And that's what we want to see. On the girls' side, the most improved from last year, and just seeing this girl, come through and workouts, seeing her workouts improve, seeing the speed develop in her. We've talked about her several times. Excited to see what she continues to do. Is Anna Davis. And then most improved over the course of the season. Ian, I think she still deals with her 800-meter performance, just dropping a bomb 235, the ball at the state meet. Here's the come on up.
Two young ladies, and I couldn't shoot between the two of them because they make such tremendous strides. The first one I give out to is senior Hannah Smith. granddad in the house?
We're always there yelling.
And secondly, it's Anna Davis. Good job, bro.
So our most improved athlete on the boys team is Xavier Hawkins. I want to share a quick story I didn't share earlier. As a thrower, you have less than 2 seconds. You start your throw, then your throw, you get down. And there's 1,001 things that can go wrong in the middle of the throw. And the worst that can happen to a thrower is on your first throw, you scratch this, right? You throw, come back up here. You throw it out of sector, you do something wrong, because then all of a sudden you're thinking. And you're thinking, as soon as you start thinking, you start messing up. And so we were at the biggest meet of the year at that point at the Gator Invitational. Xavier is bombing, discus throws out there, past the school record, says, I'm going to get it, coach. His first throw goes up there, scratch. Second throw, out of sector. Now he's thinking, out of sector again. Scratches, doesn't even get a single distance throw. Obviously very upset. Obviously very, very frustrated. Had to calm him down, talk about this is the opportunity for you to grow, to learn, mentally get stronger. This is your first year throwing. Next time this happens, because it will happen again, be able to overcome it. So we're at the state championship, having some great warm-ups. Gets in there for his first throw, what do? Scratch throw, right off the pole. I was videotaping, I've never seen his hips come through so fast, and it's a common problem. Your hips come through fast, you think it's time to throw, and you throw too soon, and you go out the sector. But instead of scratching the next throw and scratching the third throw, they would regroup, come back, and place third in the state. And I said that was an example of just the improvement mentally, not just always physical, a lot of times it's a mental improvement as well. So great job.
All right, before we get to something most valuable, which is tough to come up with, we'll get some talent here. We got a coaches award on these young men. A leader in practice, leader at the meets, always giving 100%. And when you're running a mile, 2 mile, when you're giving 100%, you pretty much collapse at the finish line. That's David Roaching.
Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we're getting into the MVP award now. We're getting to the MVP awards now, and sometimes it's fun to take the day to look at different ways, hopefully get some recognition as well. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to represent the postseason MVPs. We're going to first recognize everyone for their achievements at the SNAC championships, regional championships, and state championship, and we're going to tell who was the MVP for the SNAC meet, the regional meet, and state meet, who scored those points. And then we're going to lead into that. That'll lead us into our overall MVP awards, plus our full record recognition as well. So that's coming up. Yeah. So let's start with our SNAC championships. So we and what I'd like you to do for the SNAC championship awards, if you guys get your awards sort of line up here, and then we'll crown the SNAC MVP, and then have you sit down and do the same thing for region, and then the same thing for state. Does that make sense? So you get out your step here for a little bit. Okay. All right. So placing eighth in the 3,200 meter relay for the boys is going to be Thomas Orton. Okay, placing sixth in the 3,200 meter relay, Riley Hubbard. Sixth in the 3,200 meter relay, Haley Hubbard. Also sixth in the 300 meter relay is David Duarte. And sixth in 2-mile relay is Haley Smith. Sixth in 100 meter hurdles, Victoria Bell. Sixth in the shot and the discus, Xavier Hawkins. And I want to say, I just want you guys to know, SMAC, our conference, is extremely competitive. So to place in the top 8 in our conference is quite an accomplishment. So basically, like a lot of teams in Southern Maryland represented very well the state meets. We had a lot of teams from Southern Maryland place top 3 at the state meet. As for the Curry, 5th in the 2-mile and 6th in the mile.
Now, in SMAC, we're running against 3A, 4A schools, a lot of schools larger, maybe twice the size of this team.
And we were the top 2A team, by the way, like by a lot. Bryce Webster, 8th in the 2-mile relay. Kristen Prince, 4th in the 2-mile. Jack Hartsick, 4th in the mile. David Rodenhaver, 3rd in the 2-mile. Antonio Struhar, 3rd in the 200, 4th in the mile relay. Aiden Lumber, 2nd in the 800, 4th in the mile relay. And Aaron McCree, 2nd in the high jump. And SMAC meet MVPs, win most points at SMAC meets. David Lumberg and Kristen Prince. Y'all have a seat. Okay, now you're going to see how much we dominated the regional team. Okay, Gabriel Mejia, come on up. Placing 8th in the discus in the region. Sure, yeah, right down there. Calm down. All right. Chase Laveau, 7th in the discus. Kate, be up there. Aaliyah Dowling Guzman, 6th in the discus. Cameron Barbosa, 5th in the 800 meter relay. Alicia Council, 5th in the 400 relay and 8th in the triple jump. Victoria Vo, 5th in the 400 meter relay. Thomas Aurora placing 5th in the 110 meter hurdles. Shayla Singletary, 4th in the mile relay. 5th in the 400 relay. Maya Barnes, 8th in the 200, 5th in the 400. Kamari Griffin, 4th in the high jump and 5th in the 800 meter relay. second and shot, third and disc. London Wood, second in the 2 mile, third in the mile. Madison McCurry, second in the 2 mile, second in the mile, fourth in the mile relay. Riley Haller, first in the 300-meter relay, regional champs. Jerry Falvo, regional champ 2 mile relay, fifth in the mile. David Jabara, regional champ 2 mile relay, fifth in the 400 meter relay. Dave Spicknow, regional champion 2 mile relay, second in the 800 and fourth in the mile relay. Bryce Webster, regional champion on the 2 mile relay team. Ty Nazorek, regional champ 2 mile relay. Kristen Prince, regional champ in the 2 mile, regional champ in the mile. Fourth in the mile relay. David Rodenhaver, regional champion in the 2 mile, second in the mile, second in the mile relay. Aaron McCready, regional champion in the high jump, third in the 110 meter hurdle, is only like the second or third time he's ever done in his life. Second, slide up. Fifth in the 800 meter relay, and fifth in the triple jump. Antonio Struhar, regional champ in the 400, regional champ in the 200, fifth in the mile relay, and fifth on the 800 meter relay. Jack Hartick, regional champ 2 mile relay, regional champ in the mile, second in the mile relay, and third in the 800 meters. And last but not least, Aiden Lumberg, regional champion 800, regional champion 2 mile relay, second in the mile relay. You can see we're a very productive group in the regional championships. That's why we are. Yeah, to do the regional meet MVPs, kind of like Super Bowl MVP. So on the girls' side, it is Kristen Prince. On the side, it was Jack Hartson.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
And we had a very productive state meet. Almost everyone who went there scored in their event. I don't think we ever had such a high percentage of qualified not scored a state meet before. So it was very productive. And the boys ended up finishing third overall at the state meet, I think by 1 point, right? 1 point off the second. So, okay, so starting off with our state place winners. We had David Rodenhaver, 7th in the 16 and 8th in the 300 meter run. Aaron McCready, 6th in the high jump. Kristen Prince, 5th in the 2 mile. Bryce Webster, part of the 4th place 2 mile relay team. Ty Nazorek, part of the 4th place 2 mile relay. Jack Hartick, 4th in the mile and 4th in the 2 mile relay. And just so you know, as of right now, Jack actually has the 2nd fastest mile time for a male over to school right now. I don't know if you're aware of that. Okay, next up, Xavier Hawkins, third in shot and third in disc. And the improvement for his athletes has been tremendous. It's amazing. It's fourth every time. Yes, the second best throws in the school for those events as well. So, we definitely are not done breaking school records, right? Yeah, not done. All right, next up, Aiden Lundberg, third in the 800 meter and fourth in the 2-mile relay. Antonio Struhar, placing second in the 400 and fifth in the 200 meter. And then the state championship MVP scoring the most points at that meet. For the girls, Kristen Prince. Antonio Struhar this time. Thank you. Well done.
Also, school record holder. So Aaron, come back up, school record holder for the high jump. For the 400 meters, Tony Struhar. And for the 800, Aiden Lundberg.
And those two school records, 4 and 8, have been very stubborn. Very stubborn school records, very tough to beat. Again, I don't mean this as a knock on our athletes. I honestly didn't expect either one of them to take this down until next year. But amazing job, fellas, on that. So, as we head into the MVP awards, okay, I'm going to hand out next the postseason MVP awards. Basically, they did those who scored the most points overall in the postseason. That would be SMAC regional states combined. We'll start with the runners-up on that. So the runner-up for the postseason MVP on the boys' side was Jack Hartick, and the girls' side was And the postseason MVP scoring the most points in the postseason, Antonio Struhar. Another fun way to break down MVP and just oftentimes on the track is field events, and then just track events, and then someone who has scored more points, but you had to score points in both the field and the track. Okay, so here we go. So just flat up track events, just running events MVP, Jack Hartick. And flat out scoring those points in the track, just running events, Madison McCurry. Now, the field MVP, this is the person that scored the most points just in fields, like whether it be jumps, throws, just in field events. For the girls, Alicia Council. Boys, Aaron McCready. And combined, to qualify for this, you had to have points in both the field and the track. For the boys, Antonio Struhar. And for the girls, Alicia Council.
All right, so wrapping it up here, I believe. For the girls, you probably know what I'm going to say because it happened cross country, it happens indoor. One's a senior, one's a freshman. They work out together, they both push each other, and they both have made each other tremendous athletes. So, our seniors, Prince was available. And our freshman, as we know, is Madison McCurry. Was it earlier, we check her out Friday night for 2 miles for the national championship.
One thing I want to mention on Kristen, just want to say another person I'm very proud of Kristen. She's going to be a fellow Bearcat just like myself. She's going to go to my college. So it's pretty awesome.
Okay, for the men's most valuable athlete, I can't say enough about this young man. Every time I see him in practice, he's working hard. When I see him on the track, he's working hard. He'll do whatever you ask. I've seen him in the mile, the 800, the mile relay, 4x8, 2 mile. And our most valuable athlete is Jack Hartsick. We have another on the men's side. This young man came, he didn't come out of nowhere because the year before we knew he was fast, but it was such a big improvement in attention to detail coming down the stretch. And those sort of things catapulted him to take second in the state in the 400 and to win the 400 in the regions. That's Tony Struhar.
Lastly, something I like to do kind of personally, and I've been doing it for ages. Anybody who's got the guts to come out here and run 12 seasons with us, you know, cross country, indoor and outdoor for 4 years in a row, to me it's pretty amazing. So I like to reward them for that. So this year we have 2. On the boys' side, that's Ty Mazur. Thank you for your years. And for the ladies, that's Shayla Singletary. Okay, there is some pizza back there. Scott, you know, please dig in, parents. If you want to take something, please take something home. I'm not going to take it home. That kind of wraps it up. It kind of took a while because we have so much talent out here. If we did, we'd had you in and out of here in 5 minutes. But we could be here for hours celebrating these athletes and your kids as parents. I like to say that running, doesn't necessarily give you a longer life, but it makes your life more worthwhile. These guys get in shape. To me, as a coach, I'm sure the other coaches, I just like to see them progress. They don't have to be running in college or wherever, but hopefully they have the mindset of being physically fit, and they'll carry that on, and that'll carry on to future generations, hopefully. And that's kind of what I see with this group, and I think as a parent, that's what you're looking for anyway. I mean, you got happy kids here, you have athletic kids that are in good shape, and a good bunch of kids and get good grades. You know, as a parent, you know, as I went through it also, I mean, what more do you want? I mean, that's beautiful. So, if nothing else going on, we're good, Coach, is anything else?
I do want to say one thing. First of all, it's been a while since we've done this, you know, like having an award ceremony, having a season that hasn't been canceled through the crowd. It feels good to really get a full season in. It's the way it was. I want to thank the parents. I always like to do that because without you guys, we can't do much. I mean, you're the ones, you know, keeping your kids accountable, giving them where they need to be, all that stuff, running all over the place. Thank you for that. Athletes, we just appreciate your hard work. I mean, all we really want to do at the end of the day is just help you improve and get better. You know, I remember at the beginning of the season, we talked at the beginning of the season, and, you know, the volleyball team had a quote I really kind of liked. And their quote was, play like your season's going to be canceled. And that really has a lot of meaning because the stuff we've been through the last couple of years, like us on the coaching staff, probably all the adults in this room, you know, the opportunities that we had had the last couple of years, we all took that for granted. None of us probably imagined I would ever not need them. So the one thing we told the athletes at the beginning of the season is keep that in mind. Like, you know, make every opportunity like it might be the last. And I think a lot of the athletes took that to heart, and the results were evident from that. So thank you. It was great getting a whole season in here. It was pretty good. So thanks. Don't forget, pick up the ribbons if you have not yet.